What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing today? Another video for you all. I'm going to be showcasing to you my Dawn of the Z Legends Master Set. Sadly, it is without the elusive God Rare Bardock, but it is fully completed. I cannot wait to share it with you. Now, before we get started, as mentioned with the giveaway, if you haven't seen my 5,000 giveaway subscriber video, please go have a look at it. It is on the tab there, as you can see above. Have a look. Look at the criteria, how it works. It's pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is be subscribed to the channel. Please comment. You have to comment down below in the next 3 videos. And follow me on either TikTok or Instagram. It is easy as that. And one of the 3 prizes could be yours. But more details in that video. So please do check it out. Alrighty, so getting into my master set of Dawn of the Z Legends. Now, how I always do my master sets is I start off numerically, so I go from 001 to 148, 149, depending on what the set numbers are. And what I do is commonly I go non-foil, foil, and then pre-release. That's just the way I usually do it. For the likes of, for example, Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta in it together, I decided to get the pre-release graded with PSA just because for one, it had some value to it, and because it just looked beautiful with the pre-release gold stamp, so I added that in. So you can see here, as mentioned, Shenron there, Despair Made Manifest, non-foil, foil, and then there's the pre-release. Same thing here for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Ultimate Fusion, foil, and then pre-release, and so forth and so forth. And it just keeps going. You'll have a few breaks in between where you'll have the SRs randomly put in, like Rush Attack Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then the pairings of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Powers Connection in the SR and in the SPR. So I had to do quite a decent amount of research, as you can see there, because for one, there were some cards that didn't require any pre-releases. Some did. So I mean, obviously Bandai decides how they plan out their pre-release cards and which card in particular they wanted. And so yeah, an extensive amount of research. I had to do quite a bit of digging, and not even that, I had to even look outside of New Zealand. Some of the cards, to be honest, had to be found in Europe. Believe it or not, shout out to all my European DBS TCG collectors out there, and of course players. So yeah, you can see here. So I mean, this is a beautiful art set, in all honesty. I mean, if you guys didn't know, it kind of varies off differently in a sense to what Realm of the Gods provided. There's more of like a glimmery, kind of shiny, glittery look that Dawn of the Z Legends provided, more so than the likes of Realm of the Gods. That's just me personally speaking, but hey, I mean, everyone's got their own opinions. This was a card that I found quite difficult to find. I had to get this from a seller in Poland. Thankfully, got it at market price, so it was pretty cheap, but the shipping, pretty expensive though, but fair enough, because I mean, it is coming from Poland all the way to New Zealand, so that did take a bit of time. Believe it or not, Cracked Dragon Balls in the foil is a tough one to pull as well. I don't know, this is speculation that apparently it's one in every case. I mean, don't quote me on that. That's what I've been told. See the array here? Yeah, I couldn't have done this without all the other people around the world sending me these, so I was pretty happy about that. Very, very happy, because the pre-releases are usually the hardest to get, for one, because you can only ever get them from playing at your local tournament or your local hobby game, because usually or I guess Bandai distributes them to the various local stores, and then you can win them basically in tournaments and so forth and so forth. But I don't really play. I mean, I used to play Score, the Dragon Ball Z version of the game. I've never played DBS TCG, in all fairness, but I mean, maybe one day I will. One day, I'm not sure when, but we'll have to wait and see. This pre-release here, for example, Son Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, and Master Roshi reunited. I participated in a auction to win this card, just under market value, thankfully. But this is a pretty reasonably, I wouldn't say expensive, but it's more or less got a bit more value than your other usual pre-releases. Because I mean, nowadays, majority of the pre-releases out there don't really go for much. Ones that are valued in terms of the playability and, of course, its scarcity card gaming world, basically. But hey, I don't know, obviously a lot of market prices are speculative. We don't know exactly how these markets are dictated. It just changes basically. It really does change, because if you think about it, the Sun Gohan rares, they went from basically going for around $10 to the jumping up to 30, 40. So they've gone up in price ridiculously, just like that. I mean, in an instant. So it varies. Every card really varies, and it is an investment. Put it that way. It is an investment. So do keep that in mind when you do have your own sets of cards, that you do obviously keep them in pristine condition. I like to always straight away into a sleeve, top loader it if I decide to grade it, or put it straight into a binder where it will not be touched anymore basically. But that's just me. And obviously you get a good quality binder that can hold these cards in place. Some nice leader cards there. So there's Bardock Inherited Will and the pre-release leader card there. A lot of people get this card graded. I personally didn't want to. Kind of thought maybe I should have, but I went against it. It's not a big deal for me personally speaking. This card I got from Malaysia. Shout out to all my Malaysian players out there. So this was another toughie to get, but thankfully I was able to negotiate a price. Of course, everything usually is bought at market price. That's just the way it goes, sadly, but hey, it is what it is. Then keep going, we keep going, and then here we go. So Grade 8 Borgus Sane Potential. This was the one that I thought didn't have a pre-release, but turned out it did. Thankfully, there is a Canadian seller who was willing to sell me this, and I did get it. So it is on its way, hopefully very, very soon, and that should complete all the pre-releases now for Dawn of the Z Legends. And as you can see, there's some more cards. Bardock Inherited Might in the SR-SPR pairing. And then down here you can see Sun Gohan Flash of Brilliance in the SR and SPR pair as well there. So beautiful artwork, I have to say. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And they pretty much continue that onwards with Fighter's Ambition, you know, obviously with going back with some of the OG Dragon Ball Z cards that they've kind of introduced, you know. Not Dragon Ball Z cards, I take that back, sorry, with the Dragon Ball Z series, with the androids and whatnot. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You can see here, just the array. It just keeps going, and then finally coming to the end, this is where we get towards where supposedly the SCRs would sit, but of course the SCRs, me personally speaking, are higher value, so I do get them graded. You can see here I've got also the SS Vegeta Burst of Strength. Now these are usually found in the premium packs. I decided to add them in because I always add them in all fairness, just because they are part of the set to me personally speaking, because they are provided as promos from Dawn of the Z Legends. So hey, I thought of including that in. And then eventually, if they do decide to bring out any alt arts, I definitely will include those in here. As to how I'll fit them in, I'll have to figure that out down the line, but we'll wait and see. And here is the cards that we all want to pull, those chase cards, that elusive SCR on top of the definitively elusive God Rare Bardock. We have the SS4 Vegito, a light in the dark SCR there. You can see it's numbered 147. This was, believe it or not, my fourth SS4 Vegito. I did sell 2 of them, and I got one graded with BGS, but sadly it came with a 9.5, and no surprise, because obviously it has these print lines. I don't know if you guys can see that print line there. Sadly, these cards, I don't know why the quality has kind of gone down, but I'm hoping this comes out as a PSA 10. I do have my Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku Divinity, whatever the name of the card is, coming back soon from PSA, so I'm praying that comes out as a 10. It has a few scuffs, but I'm not really sure. But if it does come out as a 10, oh wow, I'll be over the moon. And then finally we have Bardock Origin of the Legend. I believe this is the lowest in terms of value of the 3 SCRs, but this is also a beautiful card. I wish this was the God Rare though. So I'm going to be setting that off as well to PSA, and we're going to see how that goes. Well, there you have it, everyone. That pretty much wraps up another video for you all. If you have enjoyed this, please do not forget to give this a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel as you can see there above. As always, please stay tuned for more of these awesome videos to come. And do not forget to comment as part of that giveaway. As I mentioned previously, you can see it there, guys, in the tag. Please go to that video if you want to be part of that 5,000 subscriber giveaway. And this bad boy could be yours. For now, guys, take it easy. Have an awesome morning, evening, and night. I will see you all in the next video. Peace!